My name's David Merrington. My role was a Restorative Justice Facilitator, and this was over a period of almost 11 years. We always emphasise to people, this is entirely voluntary throughout the process. If, for example, we get to the point of a face-to-face conference and you get to the door of the room and you don't want to do it, that's okay. It's a communication process between a harmer and a harmed, with the victim being having a voice. That's the whole essence, really, because in the court process, as I always say, the court says, if you think about what you see on television, it's the so-and-so, the court verses, if you like, and it doesn't really relate to the victim. So the victim will have experiences, will have questions, will have thoughts, and they don't really get much of an opportunity to express these. The only opportunity is the victim impact statement, which may or may not be read in court. If somebody pleads guilty, it won't be read in court. We have to be empathetic to that and give them a voice. So it's giving them a voice and letting them have the opportunity to ask the questions that they may have. And they may be, to most people, or to many people, there might be a very trivial question. Why did you leave the fridge open? Because it's nagging at them, and it's all part of this experience that they've had, bad experience, and those questions are there. So, and there may be much more important questions, and not untypically, as one might expect, they may say, why me? It is about giving a harmed person a voice. And then for the other party, then we need to reassure them this is not, they're not going to be, they may be challenged, but they're not going to be sort of held to account again. They've been through the court process, that's separate. This is about a communication whereby answers to questions, essentially, queries and questions, like why me, or how did you do so-and-so, why didn't you do so-and-so? Do you realise that my children wouldn't go into their bedroom because of the big dangerous man who gets into the house? They wouldn't go into there for 6 months, and things like that. So you're not committed at any point. You don't have to do this. It's entirely voluntary. And it won't go ahead unless, the really important point, the harmer has taken responsibility. If they don't take responsibility, and that's explained to them very early on, we can't go ahead. I always say I don't really know enough about forgiveness, but my perception from all this experience is that, it's not expected again of people, and sometimes people do forgive. But I'm beginning to learn that it, certainly in some cases, maybe more, whether they're conscious or not. It's like, I'm not going to carry this anymore. I'm forgiving you, but that, if that's a burden for you, implication is that's your burden. We don't want people to be emotionally or physically harming each other, but I forgive you sometimes is an unloading and saying, I'm not going to carry this anymore.